Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Hound Dog Steve here, and it is Tuesday, April the 25th. And I just want to do a little bit about the French election there, because it kind of slid by on the media here, and there really wasn't much come out. There was a little piece in the Globe and Mail today. Macron's win is a good thing for France, and Margaret Wenty wading in on France in the age of disruption. So I wanted to comment on how important this election is in France, and because if Macron wins the election, it's basically a status quo. It will be continue on as things were before. Globalization will continue unabated, and all will be well in Lotus land called France. However, if Le Pen wins, Marine Le Pen, everything is going to change. Now, just to make this more interesting, the other socialist runner, Mélenchon there, has said that he will not support Macron in the second election. So this is a huge Mélenchon ran third in the election, the first round of the election, and apparently they had a falling out over the currency, and Macron wanted to keep the euro, and Mélenchon wanted to go back to the franc, I believe. Anyway, they had a falling out, and so one doesn't support the other. And of course Macron, he is a complete outsider. A year and a half ago, nobody knew of this man. He came out of the blue, and his Révolution en Marche, which basically means revolution on the march or on the move, and but nobody really knows what he stands for. And as I mentioned in my other video, he is a member of the Socialist Party, and then he's working for the Rothschild Bank. So I find that extremely suspicious, that he has a particular agenda, and it is not the people's agenda. It is the globalist agenda. So what you're going to see in this election now, these next 2 weeks, because the globalists are really very, very dinosaur-minded in their approach to these things. They didn't learn with Brexit. They ploughed right into the Trump election with the same kind of attack mode, and now they're going after Marine Le Pen. And you will see in the next 2 weeks, she is going to be absolutely vilified in the press. There will be no name low enough not to call Marine Le Pen. She is going to be called everything from a Nazi to a Euro-ender, to a backward thinker, to a racist, to a separatist, to a segregationist, to you name it. They are going to throw every single filthy name in the book at this woman. And of course you have a situation in France which is again very much like America, polarized between the Rust Belt and the coasts. The north of France has seen many layoffs and factories shut down, whilst the south of France is relatively inured to some of the fallout from the Eurozone and globalism. The other huge issue is the refugee immigrant crisis in France, and this is on everybody's mind. And if there is another terrorist attack in France, anywhere in France, in the next 2 weeks, I think it'll basically cement Marine Le Pen's win in the election. Many people think that she will come in second to Macron, but I am betting on human psychology, and I think that you will find this vilification will backfire, as it did with Brexit, as it did with Trump in the US, and that you are going to see Marine Le Pen is the next president of France. And if that happens, it's over. Britain and France pulling out of the Eurozone, the euro will collapse, and the whole experiment will fall apart, because Italy is teetering, Portugal is teetering, Spain is teetering, Greece has already gone over the edge, and they are about to have economic problems caused by extreme weather. It is extremely cold in Europe right now. Crops are failing, snow is falling, it is an incredibly late spring. They've already lost one green leafy crop, and the vegetables were rationed. Well, don't think this is any small thing, because rationing of food really gets people's dander up. So you combine all of these things together: miserable weather, high food prices, immigrant crisis, and issues with money in the Eurozone, and people feeling that they're losing their identity, all point in the direction of Marine Le Pen over Macron. And as I say, Macron is a relative newcomer. About a year and a half ago, no one even heard this guy's name. But Marine Le Pen has been along. She's a young woman, and she's been around for a long time. And she took over from her father. Apparently there was a dispute between her and her father, and she took over the leadership. So even if she doesn't win this time, she's made incredible strides. And I suspect this situation in Europe is going to deteriorate because nobody seems to want to address it. Okay, just a quick little update, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And please like, subscribe and comment, and we'll talk to you soon. This is Hound Dog Steve signing off.